Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us this morning on this edition of Chris 6 Sunrise. Here's a look at the stories that we are covering in your neighborhood.
Comments online and conversations around town about a crack in the Corpus Christi Dam. I'm Suzanne Stevens. City leaders say the story doesn't hold water. And that story coming up.
New data from Corpus Christi police shows which drugs are on the rise in our community and which ones aren't as common. I'm Alexis Scott with details on how the department is tracking these trends.
Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, June 18th, and you are watching Chris 6 Sunrise, waking up with the Hoffman, as we will be checking in with Michelle Hoffman in just a little bit. But first, let's turn things on over to Master Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. We'll look at the roadways before you head on out this morning. Hey, good morning, Steph. How you doing?
Good morning. We're doing all right. You know, we're halfway through the week, and we had some good rain to start. We've got some good rain in the forecast, so we'll get to that in your weather on the 6s. But first, we got to get you up and out the door. A lot of busy bees tend to leave around this time in the morning, so let's check on those roadways. If you're going to be traveling between Portland and downtown Corpus Christi along 181, we're looking good over the Harbor Bridge. No delays to report. Coming down 37 or across 44 is also a pretty smooth ride. That crosstown interchange to 37, not going to give you any trouble just yet, though it does tend to get active here in the next half hour or so. So maybe the early bird gets the worm in this case. Around Corpus Christi proper, we're looking pretty good. There were some earlier slowdowns on SPID, and that has since cleared up. For those of you heading to NAS Corpus Christi this morning, this was a busy place on Tuesday morning's commute. Thankfully, we haven't had any slowdowns so far this morning, so an improvement overall. The rest of the bluff looks good, as does that ride out to the island. So as you head out, make sure you stay safe and drive safe. That's a look at your traffic report. I'll be back with your weather.
Thanks, Steph. So we're going to get to your neighborhood news in just a little bit, folks. But first, the Federal Reserve will wrap up 2 days worth of meetings today, where board members are discussing the state of the economy. At the end of that meeting, Fed Chair Jerome Powell, or as I like to call him, Papa Powell, will hold a press conference this afternoon where he will announce an interest rate decision. Sneak peek, though, folks, the market is not expecting any changes. The Fed is examining persistent inflation and political turmoil in the Middle East that could affect oil prices as it debates an interest rate change. Well, the Senate Judiciary Committee is holding a hearing today that will focus on the final months of the Biden administration. The Senate Republicans announced a probe this month into former president's cognitive abilities while in office. President Trump has repeatedly questioned Biden's mental fitness to serve, as well as his use of an auto pen to sign legislation, even though every president in recent memory, including President Trump, have used the auto pen. Biden has denied any accusations of mental decline. Now, shifting back to the Coastal Bend, Juneteenth is tomorrow, but the celebration doesn't stop there, folks. The festivities will keep on going all weekend long. Michelle Hoffman is live over at Water's Edge Park. There is a 3-day festival that's set to kick off on Friday. Michelle, it's expected to be a pretty big weekend out there.
Oh yeah, Brian. I mean, it has to be, because this year we are celebrating 160 years of freedom. And you know what? To talk about that, I have some ladies with the Texas Association of Black Personnel in Higher Education. I got that right, Simone?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Good. I'm happy about that. But you know what? This is a very significant event we are celebrating, right?
Yes, very significant. That is a very huge anniversary. So the significance of that is, you know, in Corpus Christi, we've celebrated this actual holiday since 1866.
Yeah.
You know, I did some digging to find that out. So we celebrate in 1866, and also the 20th anniversary is recorded in the Caller Times here in Corpus Christi. So it's very significant that we're celebrating the holiday, acknowledging the holiday, educating the public on the holiday, and also making sure we leave a legacy of what we want to do in the future.
And I mean, you guys have a history of hosting events like this in the past. Can you tell us a little bit about your organization and the benefits you have done for our community?
Okay. Yes, TAFE is a statewide organization, and so here in Corpus Christi we have a chapter here of higher education professionals, and as well as that we have other individuals that just support the mission and focus of the organization. Our mission is we support, you know, faculty, students, and staff at higher ed institutions, but we also do a lot of work in the community. We have food boxes that we give to certain units in Thanksgiving and Christmas. We also do things like the barbershop books program that we have in different barbershops to make sure the kids are reading during the summertime. And we have a mentoring program as well.
No, thank you so much for providing that information. And the thing we all want to know about this 3-day event, we're talking live music, food trucks, all kinds of things, right?
Yes, we have a huge amount of things going on this weekend. We have 3 different headliners for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's Tonio Armani on Friday, Zero on Saturday, and Carl Thomas on Sunday. But we also have a lot of health and wellness things that we have going on. We have a free mammogram bus that is coming that we have people signing up for that. And we would like more people to sign up for that as well, too.
Yes.
But we also have diabetes checks, CPR. We have different things going on at the park.
All kinds of things. Well, folks, if you want to learn more about the events that are happening in the next 3-day weekend, we will have more on that in our next half hour. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Appreciate you. We're going to check back with you at 6:30.
Hey there, happy Wednesday. A gorgeous view behind me here on the Wata Skycam. This one's at Whataburger Field. You get to see both harbor bridges, current and soon to be, and it's golden hour over the coastal bend. So a beautiful start to the day. How does it feel when you walk outside? It is another warm start, very summer-like here as we are just days from the official start of summer. And once again, temperatures along the coast in those lower 80s, inland in the upper 70s. What's helping us is that there's a little bit of shaking and moving in the wind here, a bit of a breeze. That's helping to keep our visibility up. We did have some fogginess for inland neighborhoods yesterday, but now that our wind is a bit more substantial, it is helping in a big, big way. And the wind is going to be a trend we keep throughout today as our relative humidity tends to drop during the afternoon. We're only going to get down to around 55%, and that's because our wind direction is still ushering in lots of moisture from the Gulf with that south-southeast wind direction. South-southeast meaning also very warm, extra dose of warmth from the south. But winds get pretty gusty during the late afternoon, 3 to 5 p.m. We'll have sustained winds around 20 miles per hour, but gusts as high as 30 miles per hour, not out of the question. So how is it going to feel in your neighborhood today? As we go through the late morning hours, most of us will be feeling like those middle to upper 90s. Getting into the afternoon, that's where we see triple digits on the board here, 230. A lot of us feeling like the lower 100s. And into the heart of the afternoon, not a whole lot of decrease through tonight. Still going to be feeling about 5 to 10 degrees warmer after the sun sets. It's going to take some time for that feels like temperature to kind of walk back. But relative humidity is going to stay high over the next couple of days. Oppressive humidity in the forecast, but we can put it to good use as early as tomorrow. Juneteenth celebrations kicking off. I don't think it's going to be interrupted by rain, but we can't rule out an isolated shower here or there, especially for inland places like Alice during the lunchtime time frame. But this really kicks up as we head on into Friday and beyond. Rain chances in general just looking pretty regular over the next couple of days. By regular, I mean consistent. We were looking at a good drink of rain for Friday, but that seems to have dialed back a bit as tropical moisture is looking ahead to our south. We're keeping a careful eye on it. But here's a look at your 7-day forecast for our neighbors in Rockport and Kingsville.
$2 million to help keep people safe while walking. I'm Melissa Trevino in Alice, learning more about a state grant city leaders want to help improve pedestrian safety.
Rumors are making waves online. Claims of a crack in the Wesley Seal Dam, delayed repairs, and even allegations of a cover-up. But city officials say none of it is true. On the neighborhood app Nextdoor, some users claim the dam won't be repaired until 2027. Others suggest the city is hiding the real reason behind falling lake levels. But according to Drew Molly of Corpus Christi Water, there's no crack, no leak, no emergency.
I think some people see water coming out of the spillway and they think there's something wrong. The fact of the matter is we're releasing water today. We're releasing water yesterday. We're going to release water tomorrow.
That water isn't being wasted. It's being sent downstream to local water treatment plants to provide clean drinking water.
Corpus Christi police released a report with a look at drug use in the community.
The updated report was presented to city leaders on Tuesday and highlights drug-related offenses over the past 4 years, breaking down cases by possession and delivery. Police say while overall numbers have stayed relatively steady, there have been some shifts. For example, possession cases for marijuana dropped nearly 12% within 2023 and 2024, while cases involving synthetic cannabinoids rose about 36% during the same time. Officers are now using that data to adjust enforcement strategies and focus on targeting the sources of these drugs.
And you know, Alexis Scott has been telling you about CCPD's crime data review since early April. If you have any story ideas or concerns regarding the North Beach and Corpus Christi areas, you can let Alexis know by scanning that QR code you see right there on your screen.
The city of Alice is applying for a $2 million grant from TxDOT to help keep pedestrians safe when walking the streets of Alice. I'm Melissa Trevino, your neighborhood news reporter in Alice. City officials tell me the grant will provide sidewalks in several places where people walk often. I've been told this isn't the first time the city has applied for this grant. Now they are expecting to know about their application in October.
So a multi-million-dollar makeover for animal care services moves forward, minus one major part of the project that raised concerns among some city council members. The item of concern is a parking lot and field operations maintenance yard that would cost $821,000. The council did vote to move forward with the other aspects of the project, which includes nearly $1 million for AC improvements to the kennels and the administrative building. Also included in the project, 3 full-time positions, including a new animal care services director. The push for all of these improvements comes in the wake of a scathing report that pointed out 170 areas of concern over at ACS. Well, the Corpus Christi Downtown Management District has a new leader. That's right, Arlene Medrano, has been named Executive Director by CCDMD Board of Directors. She's been serving as interim executive director since April. That's when the previous director, Alyssa Mason, stepped down. Medrano takes over as executive director beginning July 1st. And Swantner Park is looking at a brighter future. City Council approved a motion on Tuesday that would lead to the installation of 26 new LED lights and concrete poles over at the park. The price tag on the project, well, adds nearly $76,000. Installation of the new lights will provide nighttime visibility and safety along the park's seawall for visitors. Work should begin this month and wrap up by September.
All right, giving you a beautiful view. Let's play a little game. Is it daytime or nighttime? If you look at our Skycam views on the left, looks like daytime. On the right, kind of looks like nighttime still, huh? Well, I think the most beautiful view we've had on our cameras so far has been from the Wada Skycam. Right now it's pointed at downtown Corpus Christi and it's just looking spectacular. So we'll give you a closer view of that right now. It is one of those golden hours. The birds are looking for breakfast, busy bees out along 181, and we're getting that orangey pink glow in the sky. We're going to see a lot of sunshine today, but don't count out a couple of those fair weather cumulus clouds and a bit of a breeze. We're not talking quite disrespectful winds, but it is going to be a day where that wind may help you, may not help too much. It's coming from a warm and humid direction, but right now in your neighborhood, we're looking at warm conditions already. On the coast, we're in the lower 80s. For inland neighborhoods, we're in those upper 70s. But for Rockport, we're not getting your reading right now. Thankfully, we've got the Neighborhood Weather Network, and it's only here on KRIS 6. That allows us to tap into your neighbor's Tempest weather stations and check out how things are doing across your neighborhood, down to the street level. 82 degrees right now off South Terry Street and Fusion. So that clues us in that, yeah, they're not immune from the warmth and the humidity that comes by being by the water. But overall, not a bad start to the day, and it's going to be a pretty nice day as we head through the rest of this afternoon and temperatures begin to climb. By the afternoon, we'll be getting to those lower 90s, a bit of a breeze, still shaking things up, and the windiest weather looks to be during the heart of the afternoon between about 3 and 5 p.m. Sustained winds will be around 20 miles per hour, but at times gusting as close as high as 30 miles per hour. So overall, How will it feel? Because this number, I think, is more important. How does your body perceive the temperature? Well, in a lot of our neighborhoods, we'll be feeling like those middle 90s by the late morning hours. Into the afternoon, feeling like the triple digits. I think most of us will stay in those low to middle 100s, but a few neighborhoods may feel a little bit hotter. No heat alerts expected today, though. It is going to be hot, though, so stay hydrated. Rain chances are perking up here as we head on into tomorrow, Juneteenth. Just an opportunity for a passing shower, but rain chances don't look as promising here over the next 7 days. Still, we have consistent rain chances in the forecast.
Hey there, folks. It's time once again to take a look at some prices that we just have to pay each and every day. And of course, we're talking about food prices. With the uncertainty with tariffs on again, off again, and the war in the Middle East, well, those prices may fluctuate even more. Let's start off, though, with a look at a carton of eggs. All of these prices, by the way, folks, are as of this morning on each of the retailers' websites. So taking a look, a carton of eggs, third place, that is going to be Target, $2.99. Second place, H-E-B, $2.78. And then Walmart, cheapest price that we found, $2.72. What about bread, though? Well, it looks like third place goes to Target, $1.49. H-E-B comes in second, $1.30. And then first place, Walmart, $1.27. Can't really beat that $1 French loaf, though, right? And those prices don't tend to change too much. Taking a look at a gallon of milk, though, third place, $2.72 over at H-E-B. Target's Good and Gather, that's $2.69. And then the cheapest, again, seems to be a trend here, folks, Walmart, $2.62. Last but not least, let's bring in some protein. All right, for a pound of ground beef, we're looking at $5.99 over Target. That's pretty expensive in third place. Second place, H-E-B, $4.83. And winner, ground beef dinner. Looks like Walmart, cheapest price over there, $3.97.
All right, how about that morning commute? Yesterday was a little tricky for our neighbors who are heading to NAS Corpus Christi. This morning, things are looking better out that way. In fact, it's looking better for a lot of the commute, including this one we see here from the First Community Bank camera. This sits atop the Lex and gives us a nice view of both Harbor Bridge and soon-to-be Harbor Bridge. Traffic is rolling smoothly, so let's go to those roadways now and show you what's going on. Travels out by the island looking pretty good. A little stop and go on 361 where we meet at Park Road 22. Nothing major to be worried about right now. The ride over the JFK Causeway looks pretty good into the Bluff, where the ride to NAS Corpus Christi is looking a lot better today. No slowdowns to report. Rest of the Bluff looks good, as does Corpus Christi proper. So as you head out this morning, make sure you stay safe and you drive safe. Your weather on the 6s is ahead.
Now, weather on the 6s.
Hey there, happy Wednesday. A beautiful view of the Wada Skycam, looking great out there. Get that silhouette of the Harbor Bridge and traffic moving up and over. It's rolling smoothly here. And you know what? Enjoy these views because the new Harbor Bridge is about to open a little over a week, and we'll be seeing history here in the Coastal Bend. So, all that aside, it's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. If you're having a good week, it's not over yet. If you're having a bad week, well, it's almost over. So all good things when you look at it either way. As we head up and out the door, though, it's still warm. That part hasn't changed. We're feeling the lower 80s along the coast, and we're looking at upper 70s for most other locations. Have the wide view for yourself. And if you live in the Rockport area, don't worry, we haven't forgotten about you. Kingsville, your reading we tend to get from NAS Corpus Christi. They're having a little bit of technical difficulties out that way, so we'll get readings from them once a human observer comes in to get those operations going. So look for that just around 7 o'clock. But in Rockport, don't worry, we've got the Neighborhood Weather Network, where we can clue you in right now to your neighbor's weather network, showing 82 degrees for that temperature off South Terry Street and Fusion out this way. And plus, since we're near the water, factor in that humidity. You can add about 8 to 10 degrees to the temperature to see what it actually feels like to your body. But your out the door forecast shows we're going to carry this trend into the afternoon. Temperatures getting to the lower to middle 90s depending on where you are here in the Coastal Bend. It'll be a humid afternoon with a breeze to boot. That'll come at around 3 to 5 p.m. For the ride home, might be playing a little tug of war with the steering wheel. We're not talking disrespectful winds, but just enough to keep that humidity on the up and up. That means feels like temperatures will be in those low to middle 90s as early as 10 a.m. And as we head into the afternoon, most folks are going to be feeling like the low to middle 100s, depending on where you are and your proximity to the water. You'll be feeling it. But as we head on into Thursday, we're kicking off a period where we'll see daily rain chances. They're not looking as hopeful as they were just yesterday or the day before. But for Juneteenth, we may see a passing shower in inland neighborhoods such as Alice during the lunch time frame. And then as we head into the early morning hours of Friday, could see an isolated shower across a couple of neighborhoods here in the coastal bend. And that's kind of how this trend goes over the next couple of days. We'll be looking at our best rain chances coming in on Friday, and then daily rain chances hold on. I think probably the driest day of the week right now looks to be as we head on from Saturday night toward Sunday. And with that, we'll see daily rain chances looking a little more hopeful into the middle of next week. Yesterday, I showed you the extended outlook suggesting that we would be finding ourselves with wetter than normal conditions next week, and that still holds true. Even though rain chances don't look as plentiful, we'll still have a few passing showers likely each day. So keep the umbrella on hand, but we'll keep our fingers crossed that we can make some good progress with rainfall that's expected on Friday, which also is the first day of summer. So we'll have a warm afternoon today, a little bit less oppressive for your Juneteenth holiday Thursday. And then kicking off summer, look as temperatures dip down a bit. We'll stay near 90 degrees. The rain chances and all that humidity will keep our temperatures from getting too out of control, but we'll still be focusing on those feels like temperatures in the absence of rain during those afternoons next week.
STAR scores are in, but how did your kid do compared to others in Texas? I'm Michaela Chavez downtown. I'll tell you about one subject that was especially challenging for students here in the Coastal Bend.
Now, say hello to your neighbors. This is your Chris 6 News Sunrise Shoutouts.
Hello, KRIS 6 Sunrise team. This is Wendy from the Corpus Christi Athletic Club. I would like to wish all of you across the Coastal Bend a wonderful day.
Hey, good morning, Wendy. Hope you have a fantastic day as well. Maybe get in a game of pickleball for me. If you want to send in your own shout out, folks, just like Wendy did, you can scan that QR code you see on the screen or head on to our website. That's christv.com. Well, hey, Juneteenth is tomorrow, but the celebration doesn't stop there. The festivities will keep going all weekend long. Now, to turn things on over to my favorite person in the world, Michelle Hoffman. She's live over at Water's Edge Park, where the 3-day festival is set to kick off on Friday. Michelle, it's expected to be a pretty big weekend out there, right?
Oh yeah, Brian, we're talking live music for all 3 days, food trucks, activities, and health screenings. But to talk more about this event is the Texas Association of Black Personnel in Higher Education. We have representatives. We heard from Simone, the president, first, but now we're hearing from the secretary, Jennifer. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Michelle.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for being here so bright and early. I know it's hard to be a morning person, right? Well, we have several events happening, but you are overseeing a very specific one. Can you tell us about it?
Definitely. Me and Miss Beverly oversee the children's poster contest. And so what that is, we have the children's area, and the children can come and actually make a poster. And our theme this year is what Juneteenth means to me. So we have different age groups from the little ones to middle school and even a high school category. And the kids just leave their information. Mainly they stay at the event all throughout the night, and then we have a big announcement before the main acts come on, and the kids come up on stage. They get their cash prizes. Yeah. So kids have a chance to come in, enjoy the festivities, and have a chance to get some cold hard cash.
You know what I love about this specific activity within the festival is that you're engaging kids, our younger generation, our future, right? And showing them more of our history.
Yes, and the kids they love it. They come, they sit down, we talk, we kiki, and then we have different little stations as well. We'll have a story time. We're going to have some stuff where they can come and just interact at some play games, playing some games, and they love to just get creative. And I always tell them, like, there's no wrong way to do art. It's whatever they want. And they have that creativity, that imagination, and they create just beautiful portraits. It's lovely to watch. I'm so happy to be a part of it.
No, thank you so much, Jennifer. And you know what, folks, again, so much happening this coming weekend. Of course, we posted it on our website, christv.com. Go to that link, and then we will see you guys during our 20 minutes of nonstop news with more on the events happening this weekend.
Thank you so much, Michelle. We really do appreciate it. Good to see you there. We're going to be checking back in with you one last time coming up at 6:50.
Hey there, good morning. We've got a warm start already. Where do we go from here? With temperatures on the coast already in the 80s, feeling close to 90 degrees, may not surprise you that as we head on into the late morning hours, most neighborhoods here across coastal Bend will be feeling like the lower to middle 90s already. And then as we head on into the afternoon, say around 2:30, 3 o'clock, we're going to be feeling like those lower to middle 100s. There may be some neighborhoods that briefly feel close to that 110 mark, but I'm not expecting any heat alerts to be issued today. We're likely going to stay under that criteria. And then tonight, it's going to be a gradual decrease near midnight, still feeling like the upper 80s and lower 90s across the board. So we're going to be shifting our attention less on the heat, more on rain chances as we go from tomorrow into next week. Now, we've been tracking rain chances. We were depending on this plume of tropical moisture to come and bring us better rain chances. We're still looking at daily opportunities, just not as plentiful in the rainfall department. So for Juneteenth's rain chances, looks like maybe during the lunch hour, a passing shower for inland neighborhoods like Alice. We'll all see a quick passing shower as we get into those wee hours of Friday morning, and then rain chances continue through next week, some better than others. And it looks like Sunday will be our driest day of the week with cooler temperatures next week.
From Chris 6, this is 20 minutes of nonstop news.
Hey, welcome back, folks, and thank you so much for tuning in to our 20 minutes of nonstop news. I'm Brian Hoffman. So we're going to be checking in with meteorologist Stephanie Lauber in just a little bit, as well as Michelle Hoffman out at Water's Edge Park. But first, here's your neighborhood check-in.
Rumors are making waves online. Claims of a crack in the Wesley Seal Dam, delayed repairs, and even allegations of a cover-up. But city officials say none of it is true. On the neighborhood app Nextdoor, some users claim the dam won't be repaired until 2027. Others suggest the city is hiding the real reason behind falling lake levels. But according to Drew Molly of Corpus Christi Water, there's no crack, no leak, no emergency.
I think some people see water coming out of the spillway and they think there's something wrong. The fact of the matter is we're releasing water today. We're releasing water yesterday. We're going to release water tomorrow.
That water isn't being wasted. It's being sent downstream to local water treatment plants to provide clean drinking water.
Corpus Christi police released a report with a look at drug use in the community.
The updated report was presented to city leaders on Tuesday and highlights drug-related offenses over the past 4 years, breaking down cases by possession and delivery. Police say while overall numbers have stayed relatively steady, there have been some shifts. For example, possession cases for marijuana dropped nearly 12% within 2023 and 2024, while cases involving synthetic cannabinoids rose about 36% during the same time. Officers are now using that data to adjust enforcement strategies and focus on targeting the sources of these drugs.
The city of Alice is applying for a $2 million grant from TxDOT to help keep pedestrians safe when walking the streets of Alice. I'm Melissa Trevino, your neighborhood news reporter in Alice. City officials tell me the grant will provide sidewalks in several places where people walk often. I've been told this isn't the first time the city has applied for this grant. Now they are expecting to know about their application in October.
I'm Erin Hawley, your Padre Island neighborhood news reporter. Behind me, along the seawall, could be the site of a new multi-million-dollar hotel, which, according to blueprints filed with the city, could look like this. Developers from RGB Hospitality plan to build a Marriott Residence Inn and a Courtyard Residence Inn attached to each other, making a resort-like hotel on Padre Island. Some neighbors are optimistic about this proposal. The owner of RGB Hospitality, Raju Bhagat, estimates the construction cost at about $35 million. The project includes 205 guest rooms and a conference center. RGB Hospitality is waiting for a decision from the city on their permit. The owner of RGB Hospitality tells me he hopes construction begins by the end of the summer.
STAR scores are in, and you have two main subjects, math and reading. Well, across the state, districts are noticing that their math scores aren't really adding up. I'm Michaela Chavez, your Sunrise Neighborhood News reporter downtown. I'll look at why 1/3 of students here in the Coastal Bend struggled with math this year.
With COVID, that took away a lot of the face-to-face instruction, the constant support that we can provide.
Cristina Sandoval knows firsthand the impact COVID-19 left on students. Her team supports and oversees 46 school districts in Region 2, which stretches from Live Oak County to Kennedy County. Just like other districts across the state, 6th and 7th graders in this region are struggling with math.
So the elementary and the middle school, we're still moving the needle forward, but we are not making as significant gains across the state as we have seen for algebra.
Sandoval says they look at the MEETS scores. It's what determines where students should be for their grade level. I went ahead and looked at 6th grade math for Region 2. 33% of them did not meet the mark.
The region is performing on par with the state. In some areas, we outperform. In other areas, we're slightly below the state, but we're right there with the state performance.
So why are students across the state struggling? Sandoval believes the biggest reason is changes to the test itself.
Back in the day, we used to do paper and pencil. This STAR test is now very different, especially for our younger ones. There are drag and drop selections, there's multiple choice, there's fill in the blanks.
Each district has different priorities and different teams to meet those priorities. Take Gregory Portland, for example. 24% of its 6th graders did not meet state math performance levels. I spoke with Superintendent Dr. Michelle Cavazos about her priorities for this school year. She says the district is putting more focus on mental health support. That's why they have 3 social workers and a school counselor on staff.
That's something that the students need, especially because they lack the socialization during those COVID years, being away from the classroom, being away from the teacher, especially our young ones that are now moving towards the middle school grades.
Despite the challenge with math, there were some encouraging numbers. The state, including Region 2, saw overall growth in reading. Only 25% did not meet state performance levels compared to the 37% that did not meet it in the spring of 2019, pre-COVID.
But ultimately, we want all our students to succeed, and this is just one of the measures that we can see their growth.
Parents can look at their kids' STAR scores through the TEA's Family Portal. In downtown, I'm your Sunrise Neighborhood News reporter, Michaela Chavez, Chris Sunrise.
I think this weather forecast gets an A+. We've got a lot of good things happening, including a beautiful start to the day that we see behind me, some rain chances in the mix, and a little bit of a breeze today, which may help, may not. It's coming from a humid direction. I'll let you decide. But on this Hump Day Wednesday, we have some changes we're tracking in the forecast. How that might be for yourself. The start of the day off to a beautiful, beautiful note. Here's the sunrise trying to poke its head up over the Harbor Bridge, and temperatures are responding to all of this sunshine. Feeling nice and warm this morning. We're in those lower 80s along the coast, upper 70s for inland locations, and thank goodness we've got a bit of a breeze, a little bit of shaking and moving. Keeps the visibility on the up and up because we know there's plenty of water in the air around us. Dew point temperatures help us understand that, but those really have just been locked in that oppressive 70s range and remain unchanged over the next couple of days. But you might notice there, Rockport's information was missing. Well, the official sensor in Rockport at the airport there is down. It's not working. But we have the Chris 6 Neighborhood Weather Network, and your neighbors reporting temperatures from their Tempest weather stations locked in at 82 degrees. So like our neighbors in Ingleside and Port A, you're feeling the warmth this morning, and you will this afternoon as well. So what do you do if you're trying to go for a walk? Well, Molly Sue here is a pup that has a goal to hit all 120 parks in this area by next 4th of July. So we have a lot of walking we've got to do, a lot of steps to get in. And today, I don't think the weather will give you any kind of trouble, except for that you might need to take shorter breaks because it's going to be hot out there, especially for a fluffy pup like that. We're looking at temperatures getting to around 90 degrees by lunchtime, so avoid that walk during the hottest part of the day. Here's what it's actually going to feel like to the human body as we get through the late morning hours. Most of us are already feeling like those low to middle 90s into the afternoon, feeling like they're triple digits. I think we'll escape those heat alerts today. This isn't by far the hottest weather we've seen this month at all, but it still is going to be hot, so let's not be complacent. We're coupling that heat tomorrow with the opportunity for a chance of rain, and we've been telling you about consistent rain chances well into next week. That part of the forecast isn't changed, but we're looking at less rainfall overall. So tomorrow on Juneteenth, maybe a passing shower in Alice, other inland neighborhoods around lunchtime. Friday, we'll see some overnight showers, and we'll keep the rain opportunity in the forecast well into next week. Again, passing showers likely as we head into next week.
Now, 6 things to know before you go.
All right, folks, here are the 6 things you need to know before heading out the door this morning. The Federal Reserve will wrap up 2 days worth of meetings today, where board members are discussing the state of the economy. At the end of that meeting, Fed Chair Papa Jerome Powell will hold a press conference this afternoon where he will announce an interest rate decision. Pro tip, folks, we are not expecting any changes. The Fed is examining persistent inflation and political turmoil in the Middle East that could affect oil prices as it debates an interest rate change. Well, hey, according to 2 U.S. officials familiar with the planning, Iran is prepared to strike U.S. bases and assess the assets in the Middle East, but there are no indications that anything is imminent yet. President Trump is said to be conferring with a range of different options, including possible U.S. strike on Iran, according to multiple current and former administration officials. Well, President Donald Trump will extend a deadline for the owner of TikTok to find a U.S. buyer so that it can continue operating in the country. The order will give ByteDance 3 more months to comply with the law, which was upheld earlier this year by the Supreme Court. During his first term, Trump banned TikTok by executive order, arguing that it was a potential tool for foreign adversaries like China. Courts thwarted that ban. And City Council has voted to move forward with a multi-million-dollar upgrade for animal care services, though there was one piece of the proposal which was left out of the final product. The item of concern is a parking lot and field operations maintenance yard that would cost $821,000. The council did vote to move forward with the other aspects of the project, though, which include nearly $1 million for AC improvements to the kennels and administrative building. CCISD will be holding yet another job fair. Today's job fair will be held over at Ray High School cafeteria. CCISD is looking for teachers, substitute teachers, paraprofessionals, nurses, district police officers, bus drivers, custodians, and cafeteria helpers. It all kicks off at 9 a.m. and runs until noon. Interviews will be done on site. The city of Corpus Christi will have a variety of closures for Juneteenth tomorrow that may affect you. Animal care services, City Hall, senior centers, recreation centers, and gymnasiums will all be closed tomorrow for Juneteenth. Garbage and recycling will also not be collected tomorrow and will instead be collected on Saturday.
All right, here's the view along SPID. If you are getting ready to head up and out the door, this is what things are looking like out there. Busy bees, but not too slow on the roadways here. We'll take you out toward the island where we're seeing a pretty smooth commute. We had some stop and go areas for that intersection of Park Road 22 and 361. It's a smooth ride all the way over the JFK Causeway into the Bluff this morning, where big difference for the commute to NAS Corpus Christi this morning. No slowdowns at all today. Remember, there are going to be some closures and changes for Juneteenth, so check out NAS Corpus Christi's Facebook page. They have put out all the latest things you need to know there. The rest of the Bluff is looking good. Waldron Road, Flower Bluff Drive, problem-free. And into Corpus Christi proper, all the major thoroughfares are running smoothly. If you're expecting to take the Crosstown interchange to 37, we're rolling smooth there too. No slowdowns, thankfully, this morning. And right along 181 is looking good too. So as you head out, make sure you stay safe and you drive safe. That's a look at your traffic report. Your weather on the 6s is coming up.
Thanks so much, Steph. So Juneteenth is tomorrow, but the celebration doesn't stop there, folks. The festivities will keep on going all weekend long. Michelle Hoffman, my favorite person in the world, is live over at Water's Edge Park, where a 3-day festival is set to kick off on Friday. Hey, Michelle, it's expected to be a pretty big weekend out there, right?
Oh yeah, Brian. I mean, we're celebrating 160 years of freedom this year, so it really has to be. And to talk about that, I have Simone, the president of TAFE. I'm using the acronym now, if that's okay.
Yes, that's okay.
Well, thank you so much for being here this morning. We're talking about the events, and I know you guys have a concert lineup. Tell us, who's going to make it out here?
We have a completely full lineup. Friday, we have our headliner is Tonio Armani, and he's a Southern Soul artist that was recently signed to Death Row Records. So he has a viral hit called Country Girl. It's one of the line dances that a lot of people are doing right now. He's our main headliner, and then we have some local acts that'll be going on, before him. It's just more of a relaxing day on Friday. We start after work, starting at 5 p.m., and then close it out at 10 p.m. So Saturday, we have the Bayou City Brass Band, the Revolution Band that's here from Corpus Christi, Texas. We have Cowboy Corey and Goo, they're local artists that put out a song recently as well, too. We have all of them on the schedule, and what we have headliner-wise on Saturday is an artist out of Houston called Zero. And everyone's been asking about him, and they're ready to see him on Saturday. Sunday, we have Claudia Melton. She's a local artist as well, too. And then we're finishing out everything with the Grammy-nominated artist, Carl Thomas.
Oh my gosh, sounds like so much fun. I mean, you guys have activities, some children's activities, 2 food trucks, but we also have some health screenings as well. And we also posted more information on our website about that, folks. So if you want to see the full list of events, the lineup, everything, hours of operation, make sure you go to christv.com and we will have that information for you guys. And I know you said, real quick, guys, I know the weather. We're keeping an eye on it.
Yes.
So rain or shine, though, right?
Rain or shine.
Rain or shine.
Rain or shine. We've always encouraged people to bring their own chairs and umbrellas. So we're going to continue that right now. And we're praying that the weather holds beautiful as it is right now. But it's going to happen, rain or shine.
Yes, keep that in mind, folks. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Appreciate it. I'm sure neighbors are plenty excited for the festivities set to take place in the next few days. Well, hey, folks, Corpus Christi is one of the best fishing cities in the world, right? We all know it. And there's no better day than today to grab a rod and a reel and maybe go fishing. That's because today is National Go Fishing Day. For many people, fishing is a great way to disconnect and relax. Whether you are looking for dinner or just doing catch and release, it's an activity enjoyed with others or solo. But how is the weather out there to do it? And I just got to say, Michelle and I have lived here for over 3 years now. We have yet to go fishing once over here.
Wow.
You guys gone fishing much?
We were surf fishing last Saturday night. Caught a couple of hardheads. That was about it. But yeah, lots of stuff biting out there. It's a great activity for the patient. I have learned to become patient with fishing because I'm the person, as soon as I cast it out, I want to reel it back in. And that's not how you have a good time fishing. So.
Do you catch and release, or do you?
Oh yes, release.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not keeping any buddies. We're seeing you, and you're going right back. Fast train.
Nice.
But all right, to go out fishing today, you need to stay hydrated. SPF 30 or better is your best bet. It is going to be a hot one. And we do have a bit of extra movement there along the waterways because the breeze is picking up today. We're going to see south-southeast winds. And during the late afternoon hours, that'll be gusting closer to 30 miles per hour in the heat of the day. So keep that in mind. But here's a look at the Wada Sky Cam so far this morning. Sunrise is looking gorgeous here over downtown Corpus Christi. A lot of traffic moving over the Harbor Bridge, but it's moving smoothly. So that's good news. In your neighborhood, temperatures are feeling warm. We're in the lower 80s along the coast, upper 70s for most other neighborhoods. And thank goodness we're already starting the morning off with a breeze because that is keeping our visibility on the up and up. No visibility issues because we've had that shaking and moving in the wind all morning. Yeah, a little hazy once you look at the long range distance as when we show you that SPID sky cam, but that's about it. We're looking at a warm and humid day ahead though. So for our dog walking forecast star, Molly Sue, she's trying to get to all of the parks in our area by next 4th of July. And with a fluffy pup like this, we have to be careful about how we do that during the summer time frame because Kids, pets, and the elderly are more susceptible to heat-related illness, and temperatures are going to quickly climb to around 90 degrees around lunchtime today. So keep that in mind. Walk earlier in the day, later in the evening, and short, more frequent walks will help. We're going to be feeling like the low to middle 90s by the late morning hours. Into the afternoon, feeling like the triple digits, and by the ride home, still feeling like the 90s, dropping down to the upper 90s by around sunset. So keep it in mind. We're going to introduce some rain chances on your Juneteenth holiday, but nothing that'll really interrupt plans. Just a passing shower during lunchtime and toward the evening time frame. And over the next 7 days, we are looking good with those temperatures actually cooling down just a little bit. We're going to be feeling better with those temperatures around 90 degrees. So there's an improvement. It's slow, but good news. We're going to keep showers in the forecast, passing showers, so it's not as plentiful a rainfall forecast as we were expecting just a couple days ago. But this is going to be great for all the Juneteenth celebrations. It's the kickoff to summer, so a lot of folks want to get outside. And you know what? We'll take it if we can shave a few degrees off the temperature at least.
Love to see it. Thank you so much, Steph. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday and an even better rest of your week. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.